higher, but you could probably get this one for right in the neighborhood of low 70s. Ooh, it's hot in here.
That's clean. Wow. And that's a bed right there?
What's that?
That's a bed?
That is yeah, this one has got a full-time bed. It's always a bed. You can't make this one up into a couch.
Some kind of vent?
That's going to be your AC back there.
It's pretty neat. Closet space?
That's going to be your wet
shower.
Bag. That's your shower and your commode all in one.
Oh, nice. Oh, what's in here?
Excuse me 1 second, man. I've got to grab this one.
Well, we're trying to build some kind of modular van similar to this, to where you could use it for like traveling, camping purposes. Trying to make it sink 3 to 4. It's a high top. I'm gonna say similar to this one, and we're trying to make it. You could, modular, like you got like pull the beds out or couch or whatever, and like you can make it for like storage or moving purposes as well, or tailgating or something like that.
Right.
What do you think about that?
I mean, that's a great idea. I mean, that's the kind of things people use these things for all the time. To be able to tailgate, to be able to utilize it for tailgating, to be able to utilize it for taking the family out, to be able to utilize it to get it from point A to point B. And some of these smaller vans like this Dodge chassis, is the nice thing about them is you can park them in pretty much any parking spot you want. You're kind of incognito. People don't necessarily know.
That's true.
What you got inside of there.
It's pretty nice. And what do most people want? Like, what do they? I guess their most needs. I guess when they want to travel in it. Like, what do they ask for most?
I mean, a lot of people ask for a lot of different things, but what it comes down to in these things is what your setup, your nucleus. When I say nucleus, either your family or your friend situation that you've got, what floor plan is going to work best for you. Floor plan, the 80% of the battle when you're doing one of these things or buying one of these things or trying to decide how to set it up is floor plan.
How much people can fit in this one? Just 2?
This here will sleep just 2 people.
Just 2 people?
Yeah. Now I have other ones like this that'll sleep 4 people. They have some.
You have some of those? Or?
Well, but the ones that I have set up for 4 people, all it really is you've got, it's a little bit longer, extended out, and you'll have another captain's chair here and another captain's chair here. This captain's chair will flip around, and then you put a bunkie between the 2, and that's your bed. For one person, you can do the same thing on the other side, and then you'll have a king-size bed in the back. So that's how you get your 4 people.
So you pretty much don't have that closet space right there, or it's kind of moved.
No, it's moved further back.
Oh, it's just an extended version. Okay, right. Okay. But I mean, like, what do most people really need? Like the necessities, like power. I know AC in the bed are probably.
To be able to be self-contained. To be self-contained, the definition. Be able to have AC, to be able to have water. To be able to keep things cold. If you want to be able to keep things cold, you need to be able to do all that to enjoy yourself.
And this one you said has a built-in generator under the van.
Built-in generator.
It just runs off. It runs off the van's tank.
Well, you can get a couple different styles. You can get a generator that'll run off of the LP, your gas, or you can get one that'll run off of your gasoline engine. Share the same tank as your engine, which is much better because when you're running things with your LP, like your furnace, if you're running your generator with the LP to run the air conditioner, a day or 2 you can need to refill your LP tank. It sucks it up quick. Whereas if your generator is running off gasoline and it shares the same gas tank as your engine, you got a 30-gallon tank there, you can be self-contained for up to 2 weeks.
Like, do they want like TVs, computers or stuff, or they're pretty much just looking for a good place to sleep? Or?
It just depends on the type of person you got. The people that just left, I've shown them an A-class bus. It's got a big, nice outdoor TV on the outside, and it's got a big old 50-inch screen inside, and they said, that don't impress me. We don't watch TV. When we go camping, you're supposed to be outside having fun.
That's true, you're right.
And then you got other people who say, man, where's my outdoor TV? I got to have it. I got to be able to watch my LSU game. I got to be able to watch my Saints game or whatever.
See, we wanted to do it to where you can go on, like, I guess, like a week or 2 long trip, and we wanted to install some kind of shower inside it, or on the outside of the van.
Yeah, well, a lot of these units come with an outdoor shower.
Do they?
Absolutely. Most of them do.
Can you show me one? Or
yeah, I mean,
how do they usually come?
All an outdoor shower is going to be. Now, it's not, you can get naked in and shower. I mean,
obviously, but I mean, you have some kind of curtain or whatever.
Like this is what I'm talking about. You open this up, and you got a shower nozzle that's connected to a hose, and then you got a hot and cold faucet. So you can have an outdoor shower, in your bathing suit or whatever, and you just kind of hose off and shower up.
And you said that one.
Some of the units, which is kind of cool, some of the units, if you have a unit that has 2 slides on one side, and the manufacturer's smart enough to put the shower between those 2 slides. So then you can imagine if you have another slide like this right here,
or something?
you put a shower bar, a regular shower curtain bar between the 2 slides.
Oh, sweet.
And then you got your shower. Then you can do your deal right there like that.
Now back about the power thing, you told me earlier that this van right here, though it works as a lithium battery in it?
I don't know if this is one of the ones that have that, but it's definitely available on some of the units. This is a lithium battery. Yeah.
This is a lithium battery one? It's pretty neat. It's pretty big. This only sleeps 2 as well, or more, or is that only just like a couch? Does that turn into a bed?
That turns into a king size bed.
Nice, but it's only for 2 people, I would assume.
Yes.
Okay. And how does the lithium battery thing work?
Well, I mean, these are your lithium batteries right here. So you're running everything right now. Everything just lit up, and it's running off the lithium batteries. The lithium batteries, they sense and they can tell when they need to be recharged. So when they need to be recharged, you can either charge them up by taking a key and starting the engine up, and that will start the underhood generator and charge up the batteries. Or if it's late at night and you're sleeping, like I said, it'll go ahead and detect that they're getting low, and it'll kick it in. Yeah, it's a separate feature you got to buy. It's called the auto start, and it'll automatically kick in that underhood generator and charge them lithium batteries for you.
Okay. What are the most type of problems people encounter, I guess, when they're driving one of these?
Well, let's face it. These are 5.7 earthquakes on wheels. I mean, it's not if you're going to have a problem, it's when you're going to have a problem. All these things end up with an issue or two.
Okay.
And it just depends on the unit you got and the type of unit you got. Like these things here never have a leaking problem because they're solid. They come completely closed in. Whereas these other units, you got a roof that you got to attach to it, and you got seams that can leak. So some of the biggest problems that these things have, that's your most negative issue, is going to be when you get a leak.
Pretty much.
You get a water leak. That's not the only problem, but that's one of the biggest ones you can have for sure.
You don't have any like driving problems or getting stuck, or depending on where they're going, or
I don't see a lot of that at all about getting stuck. No, unless you put it in a spot where the only way you're gonna get stuck is if you put it somewhere you really shouldn't be in the first place. But most of the times you take these things camping, you're gonna be parking on a cement slab somewhere, unless you're really going what they call boondock camping and going out in the middle of nowhere. Then I guess you could run into a problem possibly.
Okay. We want to build a modular van to where, like I mentioned earlier, you could like take stuff out, move things around. But how would you recommend us designing the beds if we want to fit like 3 or 4 people? Would you think like put it on top of each other, or like how you told me earlier with twisting the chair and folding that out, like the captain seats?
Twisting the chairs and doing that
seems like less of a hassle.
It's a hassle, and what you end up with is something for somebody my size to sleep on.
Yeah.
You get much bigger than you or me, and it's to be very uncomfortable and hard to sleep on for somebody that size.
On
really
the captain seats?
Yeah, because you gotta imagine these seats are only this wide.
Yeah, you're right.
So
it's more like you gotta like stand still, kind of.
Yeah, it's gonna be you lay on your back or on your side. You don't want to roll one side or the other, or you're gonna fall off.
I see.
If you can utilize it to where you can put one on top of the other,
but it'll be a little snug though.
Yeah.
Considering the distance you have between you and the ceiling.
Right.
But and these are 120 volt outlets, are they?
Yes.
120 volt.
And open up the door up front, and you got a zipper that fits in here to keep the bugs and mosquitoes out. So people are camping. Some people will open this up. You got your TV back here in the back, so that's kind of like a tailgating thing. This will open up in the back, and the screen will keep the bugs from coming in. And some people like the natural breeze coming through here, and that's the main reason.
Oh, it'll have like a little net, some kind of net or whatever.
It fits in this little zipper here, so it's all closed in. Other than that, there's really no reason to open these back doors because there is no storage back there at all.
Okay. Yeah. This thing has a lot of storage. Well, if there's anything you could change about this, what would you change?
Man, they put a lot of thought into these things. I don't know what I could, if I could wave a magic wand and make it wider or put a slide in it. Yeah, but other than that, really, there's really not a whole lot more you can do with these things. It's amazing. Man, labor hours to get in here, retrofit everything to make this work.
Yeah.
So most of the time, a lot of the times, these small little vans are more expensive than some of the big A-class buses you can get.
Yeah, I would assume because it's a little more compact and easier and stuff like that to travel with. What's that fan up there?
That's what they call a max vent fan. You put that you can open up the top of it.
Just like keep airflow.
Airflow. Yeah.
Airflow
You open up that top and you crack a couple of these windows and kick that sucker on, If it's a decently cool night, I mean, it's all you need. You'll get a 10-mile-an-hour breeze blowing through this van with that fan going.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what are a lot of, I guess, maintenance you would go through with this van? I mean, other than like, regular oil changes, tires, stuff like that.
When you have an RV, your main maintenance is going to be your roof. Now, on this kind, that's not really a concern because this is a solid roof. This is a solid one-piece van.
What do you mean by the roof?
Well, like when you're looking at these A-class buses and stuff, they got a rubber roof, or they've got a fiberglass roof, or they've got a TPO roof, and that stuff can leak, it can tear, it can rip. The best thing, the most important maintenance you can do on an A-class bus like that is to maintain your roof. Get up there once a year, take it to a dealer once a year, and have them spot check it for problems where you may have a potential leak issue or something like that, or a tear that you're not aware of that you've got.
Okay, but since I mentioned to you we're using some similar to that Dodge Sprinter we have over there, there wouldn't be really much.
No, on a Sprinter chassis like these, as far as maintenance goes, there's really not a lot of maintenance to do other than your normal engine maintenance on a normal vehicle.
And does this one have a bathroom? Like a place to use a bathroom in or a shower or anything?
Yeah, that's what this is right here.
Oh, okay. So it's like a toilet and a shower together?
It's a wet bath. It's a toilet and a shower together.
Oh, that's awesome. And there's like a tank for the toilet or something?
Yep. There's a tank underneath there. Underneath there's what they call a gray tank and a black tank.
Underneath?
The black tank will take everything from the toilet. Everything from the toilet goes into the black tank. Everything from the sink and the shower goes into the gray tank. So they separate those two.
And you got to dump those out like how often? You have like a sensor or something to tell that it's full?
Levels. You can check your levels. So right here, you can check. You got your fresh tank level, you got your black tank level, and your gray tank level. So you can see how full they are.
What's the fresh tank level?
Fresh tank is if you're going somewhere that's got a water spigot. If you're going camping somewhere where they have a water hose.
Oh, that's like to store water in it.
The fresh tank is if you're going in the boondocks somewhere where there's no water, you need to fill your tank up first, and then that way when you get there, you've got a tank full of water for showering or drinking or whatever you're going to do with it.
Okay.